Latest news in Jamaica today. If a Jamaican should develop any issues from taking the COVID-19 vaccines, lawsuits cannot be filed against the manufacturers to hold them liable for any adverse developments with the products. According to Jamaica's Chief Medical Officer, CMO, Dr. Jacqueline Mackenzie, the government has started the process of developing indemnity documents that will protect vaccine manufacturers from being sued by Jamaicans. Importantly, she indicated at Thursday's Joint Select Committee meeting of Parliament on COVID-19 that all countries intent on obtaining the vaccines must sign these documents before the vaccines are supplied. "We are using a new drug, a drug that has emergency use approval in the jurisdiction in which it is manufactured, and so the manufacturers require for there to be some kind of indemnity process that would prevent them from being sued, essentially, if something goes wrong," said Mackenzie. And all countries actually using the drug would have gone through the process of signing these agreements, and every country that is to receive will have to sign an indemnity agreement to say that we are not going to expect any liability from these manufacturing companies. So we are going through the process of developing those indemnity documents now, and we will have to sign off on those before we are able to get these drugs, whether it is through the WHO, World Health Organization, emergency use listing, or whether it is through bilateral agreements, she elaborated. For his part, Health and Wellness Minister, Dr. Christopher Tufton, told members of the committee that Jamaica would also have to pass a law that is geared towards allowing the emergency use of COVID-19 vaccines in the country. Additionally, he said the development of the indemnity documents would be on a parallel course with the law providing authorization of the use of the vaccines in Jamaica. Tufton did not provide a timeline for when this process would commence, but assured that the government was aware of the urgency to have the regulations prepared within reasonable time. Jamaica is to receive its first doses of vaccines, costing some $3 billion, from the COVID-19 Vaccines Global Access (COVAX) facility on April 21. The COVAX facility is designed to accelerate equitable access by countries globally to safe COVID-19 vaccines. Initially, 16% of the island's population was slated to be vaccinated this year, but there have since been indications that a more favorable percentage could be accomplished. Meanwhile, Mackenzie said the COVAX facility has surpassed its projected 2 billion COVID-19 vaccines to supply countries, including Jamaica. The COVAX facility have secured vaccines in terms of their delivery plan for the countries that are engaged in the COVAX and, with the agreements and the negotiations that they're in, by the end of 2021, deliveries would have surpassed the 2 billion mark, she explained. In addition to the COVAX facility, Jamaica is now pursuing bilateral agreements with other countries manufacturing vaccines, according to Mackenzie. So outside of the WHO, we are going through the COVAX, but we are not limiting ourselves to COVAX. We can go through other means of procuring vaccines. We have already started discussions with Cuba, India, and China to say we are interested in what is it that you are doing, and we want to join the line of persons who would want to enter into bilateral agreements with you, she announced.